We coming in the name of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. Praise your holy name. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yes, yes, yes. And we'd like to give honor to the elders in GMS, all the way down to the youngins that's preaching this word sincerely with no gimmicks. Yes, yes, yes. And this is our job. We got to do this. You know, it ain't no taking a break or, cutting off, I can truly say when I was out there selling them drugs, I was up all night, with it, until I fell asleep, I wake up, if somebody knock at that door and make that sale, you know what I'm saying? I get that money when I was selling them dope. I used to chop them rocks up, package it up and everything and wait for them customers to come. Yeah. And when they come, I was there for them. So this my job right now. I can't get sleepy and act like, oh man, I need a whole night, full night of sleep now. Nah. So I gotta wake up out my sleep, and do these videos. After I get off this. After I get off the job, I get a few hours sleep, and I gotta wake up out there sleep and do this video. That's what I gotta do my job. This is my job. So that's what this video is about. Your job. You got to do your job when you in this work, and the job is to preach and teach this word. You can't do what you want to do. You got to do His work. Romans 12:14. Yeah, so this is your job, partner. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the most high work. You can't do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. We all have a job to do. All of us have a job to do. You have to do what you told to do. So another brother got an office doing this, and another brother office is doing that. This is what we got to do. So you got to preach this word, and give it to them. First Corinthians 12:12. For as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahweh Shai. So, we're all in one, all of us have a position to do a particular thing to do in this work, So other brothers have other jobs, and other brothers have other jobs. So, but this is my job. My job is to preach this word, and that's what I'm going to do. Ephesians 4:4. There is one body and one spirit, even as we are called in one hope of your calling. So you got to do your calling, brother. Okay, we're gonna go to Brother Luke. Brother Luke 19:13. know, it get wicked after dark. You know, that's the police, they can't do undercover sales after 12 o'clock midnight because I guess that shift is gone in. So that's when I used to get up, and sell my drugs when I was in the drug business. I used to get up after 12 o'clock midnight because I knew that, ain't no undercover sales. So it was free to sell drugs then. All I had to do was watch out for the black and whites. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have to worry about the undercover sales. The undercover police trying to knock me because they wasn't working around 10 o'clock. They shift is over. So after 12 I got my money. I really get my money on after 12 o'clock. So I really got to do this job after 12 o'clock. Luke 19 and 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. Yes. Do his work, not your own work, or when you want to do it. Yes. Yeah. This is something we got to get right away when we put in the work in due season. This is something we don't we don't get paid for this work right away. But in due season we gonna get paid. So we don't get paid every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And get ching. You know what I'm saying? And we cash a check in due season. That's when we gonna get paid for this work. Galatians 6 and 9. When I was selling drugs, soon as I gave them they gave me that money. That's when they got them drugs. But in this one, I gotta put in this work first, and then in due season, I get mine. And when I get mine, it's gonna be way glorious than that old little chump change I was getting for that old punk ass drug money. Six and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we not faint. So in due season, the Most High will reward us. So faint not, fear not, little flock. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as we know that our labor is not in vain in the Lord. So, what we doing right now, it's not in vain. You know what I'm saying? Be steadfast. Unmovable, when you doing this, don't let the wind move you from here to there. Don't get worried. Matthews 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. And what shall we have thereof? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, which when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, we also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So you giving up everything, so what are you going to receive? You have a reward, the kingdom, and the delivered from this destruction, from the destructions coming, So he say, and everyone that has forsaken house, or brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land for my sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. For many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So I'm like when he said, Very, very, I say unto you, that in which ye follow me in the regeneration. So that's that reincarnation. So all those brothers that's here now, we was back then with them. We done reincarnated, through many captivities. We done got killed off, through the slavery. It been a whole bunch of times we've been on this earth, and through the reincarnation, we back again, and we preaching this word, trying to get the kingdom, finna get the kingdom, Yes, we finna get the kingdom that he built for us, that he prepared for us. Took him 2,000 years to do it. In due season, this payment comes at the end. You can't get an advance on your paycheck. You have to finish the Lord's business. Teach, teach, teach. Yes, we do. We got to do this work. John 4, 31 through 34. In the meanwhile, his disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that ye know not of. Thereof said the disciples one to another, Has any man brought him aught to eat? Yahushua said unto him, My meat is not to do the will of him. My meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. So, we should do the same if we want to get paid. We have to finish the Lord's work. We must do the job. We have to do the work. We got a job to do. And this job is preaching his word, giving it to him. Matthew 19. So when he said, Yahushua said unto them, My meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. And we've been sent here too. If you know it or not, we didn't just pop up here out of the blue. We were sent here to do the work. So do the work, and no, you can't get no advance payment. Matthew 19, 27 through 29. Then answered Peter, said unto them, Behold, we have forsaken. set that one right there. Matthew 13. 20 and 21. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same as he that heardeth the word, and anon with joy received it. Yet have he not rooted in himself, but during for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arise because of the word, by and by he is offended. So when this persecution comes, what I'm saying, when they start stumping down on us, brothers, and arresting us as terrorists, then he gonna be offended of this word. When they get rough, then he gets soft and stop and leave the truth. You gotta keep pushing this word to the end. Just like when it used to get rough and the police used to get hot on the block. You know what I'm saying? We didn't give up. We waited till it cooled down a little bit, and then we got right back on that block. You know what I'm saying? Or wait for them customers to come. So the same with this truth. When it get hot on us, we can't soften up and want to leave the truth. You know what I'm saying? And stop. You know what I'm saying? We got to preach this word to the end, Luke 12. Yeah, some brothers, they give up when they're going to get tough. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, man. When things get rough, they want to quit quicker than lightning, Now you can't quit this truth though, It's one way in and no way out. Yes. And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household to give them their portion of the meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth, I say unto you that he will make him ruler over all he has. And if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delays his coming, and shall begin to beat the man servants and maid, and to eat and drink and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at the hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will anoint him his portion with the unbelievers. Will separate him. And that servant which knew his Lord will and prepare not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, or him shall be much required. And to whom man have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So the portion of the meat, which is the salvation, and if you get paid before this job is done, you're going to drink and get high and fuck the money off. Yeah. You have to finish this job first, and then you're going to get paid, Jake, if you pay him first, you know what I'm saying, he gonna feel like he don't got to do the job, you know what I'm saying, so he going to start drinking, he going to start getting high, he going to start getting comfortable, and he going to fuck the money off, he going to fuck the reward off, but no, you can't get advance payment in this month. Yeah, you got to do the job first. And after you do the job, then you get paid. in due season. Matthew 20. One through 16. Matthew 20, 1 through 16. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an household which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his wine garden. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said unto them, Why standeth ye here all the day idle? Then said unto them, Because no man has hired us. He said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So when even was come, and the Lord of the vineyard said unto his stewards, Come, the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last until the first. This was in the evening when they finished their job. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they mumbled against the good man of the house, the landlord, saying, These last was but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and the heat of the day. But he answered one of them, and said, Friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me a penny? Take that thy is, and go thy way. I will give unto this last even as unto thee. It is not lawful for me to do what I will with my own. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own? In thy eye evil, because I am good? Bad. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. Yeah, so that was about the Most High, hiring us to do the job. The 6th and the 9th hour, and then saw being idle. So when you heard the word, that's when you applied for the job. If you came at the beginning of it or at the end, we all get the kingdom. Many are called, but few are chosen. It's order in everything. We all are getting paid the same wage. A job that has to be done in due season, you get paid. If you don't do the job, the Lord will deal with you. And you don't want the Lord to deal with you. The truth is our job, to spread the word. Brothers have the job to do there. Meaning, you, Jonathan, you have a job to do. So, brothers, do your job. You got a job to do. You can't be effing around. You can't be fucking around. Bullshit, procrastinating. You got to spread this word. You got to give it to them. If you don't, the Most High gonna deal with you. Don't get lazy. You know, you wasn't lazy when you was doing that other shit out in the streets. You was happy to do it. So be happy to do the Most High word. You know, and with that, we like to say, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.